Hi, my name is James Black. I'm a 25-year-old composer from England, currently living and studying in Denmark. I'm studying a Master's at the Royal Danish Academy of Music. I'm going to present my piece Al and Beek for Lehman Masterclass Music Workshop 2015. The piece is going to be for bass clarinet, accordion and piano. The title, Al and Beek, Alembic is the Arabic word for an alembic, which is a type of device used in alchemy to distill substances from other substances, so really taking substances apart. I chose the title because I was interested in sacred music and electronic music. And I wanted to combine these two things, and especially electronic dance music and sacred song, because I was raised Catholic and hymns are some of my early musical memories. So I went onto the internet to find an article that would discuss this. I just searched for the term sacred electronic, and I came up with an article about electronica and sacred spaces, and it included the quote, "The dance floor is an alembic," in that it distills the core of who a person is and how people interact with each other, and I found that idea very interesting. So I looked into what an alembic was. I found out it was this old distillation device, and I decided to use the old Arabic for the title Al and Beek. So the piece will deal with this idea of two main ideas, one being sacred electronica. I will be stealing from electronica the form of most electronic dance music, in that there will be a build-up, there will be a kind of breakdown, then there will be a drop, there will be a moment wherein everything becomes clear, everything becomes louder, and it's this kind of breakthrough moment is what I'm hoping to capture in the form of the piece. The other aspect, the alchemical aspect, the distillation, is a topic that has been a problem for me in my composition over the last few years. I've been interested in really getting to the core of what a piece is about, what the sounds are about. What I tried to distill the piece, essentially, separate the really core aspect of it, and that's me. That it comes from me, it's my personality. I'm just trying to isolate this core, and I do that through a process of distillation, so really getting rid of everything extra that's not important for the piece. So I started thinking about what the idea of the piece will be, and what it will sound like, and what's the core message that I'm trying to distill and then communicate. Going back to this idea of sacred electronica, I became interested in the idea of ritual and dance, especially, and how dancing throughout history has always been really closely linked to rituals from ancient times up until modern times, and how people connect with each other through these rituals. So the piece will be a kind of choreography, in that not only will there be notes in the score and you play the notes, but there'll be actions in the score which will be extended techniques. And this idea of using a lot of extended techniques, not to make a new sound, not to make an unusual sound, but because I want to really break apart the sound of every instrument. So for example, on the piano you have the key noise, the sound of the mallet hitting the string, the sound of the wood tapping the wood, really using the whole instrument. And then if there is going to be some traditional playing, then that will just be another way of producing sound from the instrument. It's not going to be that I have the traditional sound and then layer an extended technique on top. They will really be equals in this piece. And the same goes for all instruments. The bass clarinet, the accordion and the piano will all be, their sounds will be split up, distilled. I like to think of every instrument in this piece as going to be like a small orchestra within itself, and then these three orchestras will be interacting with each other. So it's not really chamber music, it's not three personalities coming to make a whole, it's a vast collection of sounds that will be broken down, interacting with each other, not personality, orchestra. For the musical material of the piece, I will be going back to using ancient sacred music, because I respond well to that. As I said, the form will be taken from modern electronic music, dance music, but the actual material will come from the sacred stuff. So I'm going to be using perhaps some William Byrd harmonies, some macho. I'm very interested in ancient troubadour song, which is not technically sacred, but there's a devotional aspect that appeals to me. Repurposing and refashioning these old harmonies into making a new kind of music and combining the old and the new to create something not necessarily new, but something very personal to me.